This is the History Museum here in Xi'an. We're going to be here for a while before going to our hotel and see the history of the Chinese.
Here, they were used to join the legal church. And after the ancient king or the emperor died, they like to bury even the whole wooden chariots and horses in the mausoleum. So the wooden part already petrified. You can see the spokes and the wheels, and you can see the skeleton of the horses here. Yeah.
Is this reproduction too, or is this the real thing?
I don't know. These are actually the smaller terracotta soldiers that were found in some of the first tombs here in Xi'an from the first emperors in the Qin dynasty. It's spelled Qin. That was a little tiger, and it was made in two halves. It was sort of like the password for the emperor. The general would have one half, and the emperor would keep the other. And when the emperor would give a command via messenger, he'd send the tiger half. And when the general put the two halves together, he knew the order was true.
On the emperor's tomb, all the warriors were just strong young guys, and so there was no women in the army. But in Han Dynasty's mausoleum, we discovered many imperial maids. They worked as servicemen in the palace. And here you can see the many towel hats.
촬영한 이제 여자들인데 옷을 실게 입었습니다. 근데
The Han Terracotta Army had wooden arms,
Han warriors
and
were made totally by
the clothing was actual clothing. So after years that all decayed, so you're left with naked people. And the one with the bow legs was actually supposed to be sitting on a horse, a wooden horse, which decayed.
It took so long time, so big and totally different. The faces were made by hand.
Not only did they put warriors in their tombs, but they also put in animals so they have something to eat in the afterlife.
The crops, the
Millstones for grinding wheat.
And here, this part you can see the bronze mirrors and
A weaving machine.
The dragon horse. The dragon horse were regarded as a...
It's a wax statue.
This person was called Anja. He used to be the official in the nomadic leader of the nomadic tribal. But his kingdom later was annexed by our
Mausoleum. Anjin.
Nomadic people rushed into the central part of China. They lived together with our Han people for a long time. So later, today many Chinese people's family name can be traced back. Time was getting into the
Fuzhang dynasties. Okay.
What dynasty?
This was the original layout for the city of Xian.
Whole empire. So it was 9 times of today's Xian city. According to the history book, we had more than 1 million people lived in this city.
This looks like my grandma was screaming, "Get off my back," when I was in Egypt.
Wow.
A map of the Silk Route
That's Africa.
from
Egypt.
China. And the different routes across the Middle East to get to Europe. It's a chess game, original chess game, and a passport.
Around 700 years ago. In the southern part of this province,
Picture of the Buddha.
we discovered one cave. In that cave, we found such a statue of the Buddha.
There you go, John.